So I've had the Revstar for bang on a year now, and I've learnt a couple of things. It's it's a great guitar. It's everything it's cracked up to be. Um, Anybody who's played one will tell you that they're amazing. Um, I love it. I still reach for it all the time, and am pretty constantly blown away with it. Just every time. It's great. I watch every bit of uh, Revstar content that I can because I think they're great. They got a little cult following. I really enjoy it. I love the Revstars so much that I even bought a matching bass. But one thing always bothers me in every video that I've seen anyway, the way the focus switch is used, I think is wrong. It's one thing people are critical with about the guitar. They say the focus switch is useless. But I'm not so sure. I think they're using it wrong. And I'll show you what I mean. So people will demo the guitar and they'll say, you know, great tone. Then they'll flick on the focus switch. And they'll say, well, it sounds muddy and horrible. And they're not wrong. It does not sound good at all. It sounds pretty unusable. People who defend it will say, yeah, it's really good for jazz and that sort of thing. But I don't think Yamaha were trying to reinvent the Jazzmaster circuit when they chucked this in. Yamaha explained the focus switch by saying it darkens the highs and boosts the lows and the mids. Now, to me, it would seem crazy to change the EQ output of the guitar and expect your same settings on your pedals and amps to work the same. That's just not going to happen. So what I think you need to do with the focus switch is set your tone with the focus switch engaged and then go back. So I'll give you a bit of an example. That playing here, I've just a tube screamer. Then I've got a Timmy that I've sort of set up to a tone that I quite like. So here's no focus switch, and here's focus switch. I think that's actually quite usable. Basically, all I've done is get rid of a lot of the bass, boost the treble, which is sort of doing the opposite of what the focus switch is doing anyway. But it's still using it as a boost. It's still giving you different tones. One problem with this method is you could say that the when you go back to no focus switch, it's a bit shrill, a bit high, but just dial it back on the tone knob. I always think you're better off having too much treble because the tone knob can be used to get rid of it. Also, everything I'm saying with the focus switch is relevant to the humbucker model and the P90 model. Okay, so here's the just a tube screamer with focus switch. Dull and a bit lifeless. Then no focus switch with EQ'd differently. Focus switch. Every pickup option works as well. Once I discovered that, changed the guitar. Really opens it up. Don't get me wrong, if this guitar just had three-way pickup selector switch, no push-pull, it would still be phenomenal. But if you can use that, why not? It's a passive boost. Definitely adds something. Essentially, you've got 10 tonal varieties. Before, most people would say, no, that's useless. Get rid of it. But I just think, change how you think about it a little bit. Set your guitar tone up with the focus switch on if you want to use it. And then